Well, are you a believer in paranormal? Are you a believer in spirits? Is it right for the politicians to spend public money on such beliefs? You can call us on 223-60302 or 223-60303 or text us, WhatsApp us on the number on your screen. And to talk about this, we have a panel of experts. First, we have Dr. Ramesh Kamath, who's a Vastu and a scientist. You're also former director of the planetarium, Nehru Planetarium. We also have Dr. Rahul Kumar, who is an anomalous paranormal researcher. You've studied in the US. And then we have also Anjana Gopalan, who is a psychic and a paranormal researcher. We have Mr. Christopher Correa, who is an expert in deliverance, who assists in deliverance. And then we also have another researcher, Archana Rao, who is a conjurer and a paranormal researcher. Okay, so first let me really start with Archana. Now, the other day, well into that research, what were you trying to do? You all had different instruments. What were you all trying to do?
First thing, we went to the location, okay, and then with the help of the gadgets, we were trying to rule out it as a normal. We're trying to take off the gadgets which rule out with the temperature, and then we had these cameras, and that's what we were just trying to do the investigation. What could be the reason in scientific way? First.
How many such investigations have you all done as a team? You're all part of Team Pentacle.
Yes.
How many such investigations have you done across India?
Across India?
See, across India, Team Pentacle itself has done around more than 200 to 300 cases.
And your team?
Team Bangalore, basically.
Team Bangalore.
Team Pentacle Bangalore has done around 50 cases, close to 50 cases in and around Bangalore.
So wherever there is a haunted house or wherever there is a suspicion that it is haunted, they call you and you go on invitation, or do you go out of your own free will?
No, we generally get invitations, and we also look around the places where we can find certain energies or certain anomalous energies. So it's both the ways. Either we are invited or we hunt for the places.
Okay. And the other day when you went to Anugraha, what really did you make out with your machines?
So yes, there were certain anomalous energies present. But again, the
you
source
say energies.
Yeah.
Energies means it's coming out of one source or multiple sources.
Yeah.
So you mean to say there are more than one negative presence there?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So in your range, is it more than one is 3, 4, 5, or is it by the dozen?
So it can be anything. So for example, if we go to a place and we find there is one energy, so that energy will communicate to us in a different way. But if there are many energies, we will get different actions in different locations.
Right.
So there is a possibility that there are many energies present there.
Many energies. Can you just give a quantity, roughly?
Roughly, it can be 4, it can be 40.
It can be 4 or 40.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the range.
Range. It can be anything.
And how long do you take to find out exactly how many are there?
So see, generally we do a base reading first. Once the base reading is taken, we try to explain it, or you can say we try to debunk it scientifically, whether it is really anomalous, whether it is really paranormal, or we can explain it through science. Once we do not get any answer, we do an intensive research wherein we stay whole night at that place. These are just normal gadgets we have. There are many high quality gadgets which we use. So we get them.
Yeah, can you just explain your gadgets? You have so many gadgets.
Yeah.
So you're holding a gadget.
Yeah. So these are basic paranormal
can
research
you turn
gadgets.
It around? It actually says a ghost meter.
Yeah.
Can we just zoom the cameras? It's got a very interesting term on this gadget. You know, this meter, it says is a ghost meter.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you explain what this device does?
So it has got a very fancy name, Ghost Meter Pro, but basically it is a basic electromagnetic force meter.
Basic electromagnetic
Yeah.
force. Okay.
So you can see most of the electricians and physicians using these meters.
All right.
So what is the difference between this Ghost Meter Pro and the normal gadget which is used by these electricians? The only thing is these has been designed so that they can capture anomalous energies. Also with the help of this gadget, we can try to communicate with the energies. So this is one thing which is, so you see there are 4 lights here. So they have different meaning for each light. If you are on the 4th light, this means that you are on the communication mode. You can literally communicate. You talk to them, they revert you back with the needle, on the needle deflection.
And what language do you use to communicate? Do you use computer language? Do you use sign language? Do you use audio?
No.
Spoken language?
So again, if you see into spirituality, if you go into spirituality, most of the people believe that spirits do not have a language barrier. They do not have a barrier of religion. They do not have a barrier of language. They can talk to you in any language you like. But we follow a protocol that we are in a place, if the local language is Kannada, we speak in Kannada. If we go to Mumbai, we speak in that language. Marathi. So it depends.
Okay, and you were using a meter, Anjana. You're a psychic. What is a psychic? Can you just explain that term?
Psychic is basically a person who can feel the energies that are present around without the help of gadgets.
So that gadget is just an addition.
Is an
You don't
addition,
need it
is
really.
an additional validation for the team.
What you already know.
Exactly.
Okay. So what were you? You were at Anugraha the other day.
Yes.
And you were there for a period of time. What did you notice there?
Over there, yes, as the other psychic said, we both felt the same thing. We did feel some energy vibrations, strong energy vibrations. Now, in order to get the actual answer to it, we have to go in deeper into it, and then only we'll get to know.
So as a psychic, how many negative presences did you notice?
Yeah, definitely there was a male presence there, and plus it also depends, like if you go further down, you'll probably meet a little more energies present, so we'll encounter more. So but at that particular place I found one, but there were vibrations coming which indicated that there could be more.
Yeah, multiple. So
Multiple.
how many more? He said 4 to 40, but since you are the psychic,
Say I can't give you a off the bat answer like
roughly,
that.
roughly.
Roughly it can be like, again, like he said, 4 to 40. It can vary. So
Okay.
if you go deeper, you'll encounter more.
So are these numbers fixed? For example, if you say 4 to 40, are these numbers fixed?
No.
Or can this number go up to 500 and come back to 0?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
It can?
It
Yeah,
can.
definitely.
So at any time, if the situation is so fluid, then you don't really have an exact figure. You can see at this point it's 4 to 40,
Yeah.
but the number could go up to 100 or
Correct.
200,
Correct.
depending on.
Yeah.
So that means these, whatever you're talking of, these presences are mobile. They don't have to be in Anugraha all the time.
Right.
So why Anugraha? Why? What is the issue about Anugraha? What makes it so special? They could be on the road. They could be in the cricket stadium. They could be anywhere. So,
That's right.
So again, there is something called as attachment.
all right.
Okay. So these energies. So we have to understand the energy first. The energy which is coming out from an electrical gadget doesn't have an attachment. It can go anywhere.
All right.
But an energy coming out from a person has a memory, has emotions.
All right.
So they are going to stay there. If there is a connection, they are going to stay there. In Gita, it is said that there should be no spiritual attachment, or there should be no attachment basically to get the moksha. So this is said in Gita. So this is same thing which is happening with all these haunted sites. There are attachments, and we need to break those attachments to release these energies.
All right. We also have Mr. Kamath. Mr. Kamath, you are a Vastu expert. You're also a scientist, and you visit these places. Did you visit haunted places?
Yes. Before speaking about the negative energy of this Anugraha, I would like to tell something blah blah about me. I am basically an electrical engineer. I am a sound engineer. I am a computer engineer. I did my doctorate in psychology from UK. That means whatever I say, it will be science based. But apart from that one, from last 40 years, I am into spiritual life by the grace of blessing of
God.
Swami Nityananda, who was in Kerala, not this Biddi Nityananda.
Okay.
I do visited this Anugraha during the SM Krishna's time.
All right.
SM Krishna had a good friend called Umesh Bhatt. He is also a disciple of mine. He took me there. First of all, I went there and using certain gadgets, I found out there is some problem in the southwest. Generally, first we will find out the energy level at the northeast, that is called Devamula. Another is the southwest, that is called the Yajmanasthana. That means for the leader, that is the place. I found the lacuna in the southwest side. Earlier to that, so many people did so many modification also there to correct the Vastu and all that. But what I found is, compared to the northeast level, the southwest level was the down there. Generally, it shouldn't be like that as per the Vastu. And we cannot demolish the building and we cannot raise up that level. Then we do have, my method is not demolition or something, there is called Yantra, Tantra, Mantra Vidhanas. Then in the Brahmasthana, I found out the energy is 28 decibels. Generally in the normal condition in the city area, it should be 45 decibels. But it should not be less than 20 decibels. If it is less than 20 decibels, it is impossible to make any corrections there. And the problem, if we are having the level down in the southwest, that means it will have the problem to the whoever dwells there. That means losing of the power. And there will be physical, mental, emotional, social, economic, so many problems it will attract. Then what I did at that time is, in Brahmasthana, I installed one Brahma Yantra. And at the southwest side, I installed Navagraha Vastu Bandha. Then I taught some meditation technique to S.M. Krishnaji. I don't know whether he did or not. But anyhow, all these Yantra, Tantra, Mantra, Vidhanas will be temporary in nature, I will tell you. It will last long for only for 3 years, not more than that. But I am happy, only we are speaking about whatever the ill thing happened to that person. But the plus side also we have to consider. I never say only negative energy is bad or positive energy is good or something. If you are having lots of positive energy is also bad. We call it as Prakriti and Purusha Shakti in the Vastu. That means male and female. What I found there is the female energy is more. We do have 2 types of bells. This is to find out the male energy, and this is we are having the female bell through which we are having female energy. You can find out it's a 9 kilocycle signal. This is 8.2 kilocycles signal. Now, what I found there when in the regime of S.M. Krishnaji was the more of the female energy there. That is Prakriti energy. What it indicates is there will be a problem from the female to the whoever dwells there. In the contra, if the female stays there, she will have the flourishing thing. That means
So for the misfortune of all these leaders, all of them were
all
male.
are male.
Right from Devaraj Aras
Yes.
down to SMK.
Yes.
If
Even
Jayalalitha
maybe
stayed there,
if you take for that matter, even he had the problem from the female only. Like that most of
Meti, the occupant of that house,
Yes.
he also had a problem from a woman.
Who?
Meti, you're talking
Yes,
of
yes,
H.Y.
yes,
Meti.
correct, naturally. Maybe some people might have not told you, even those ministers who had the ill effect, that will be due to the female only. And contra, as I told you, if you make some person, some lady to dwell in that house,
Jayalalitha stayed there.
yes,
She would have had a great time.
definitely. Not necessarily Jalita, even someone else, if even now, if they take-
even Maya or Mamta.
anyone for that matter, Umashri also.
Umashri also.
Or anyone, whoever comes, they have to dedicate that house.
So you mean to say this is an issue of gender?
Yeah. Even in
And,
the energy, 2 types of energy we
all
say,
right.
that is Prakriti and Purusha. It should be balanced.
Okay, so here is another input on this entire issue. Even as we talk about this, we slip into a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We are talking of the paranormal. Now, if you believe in this issue of paranormal, we have a team of researchers and other experts here in our studio. Well, coming back to you, your opinion is a woman is not really in any danger if she stays in Anugraha. It could be anybody. What is this that makes a woman insulated to this kind of work?
See, everything is energy for your kind information. The
Right.
whole of the human body itself is what we feel. It's a solid. It is not solid at all. If you compare in a, we say, stula manner and sukshma manner, our sukshma thing is we are all gaseous in nature.
All
We are
right.
not really solid.
All right.
Only it's an illusion. Like that, certain energies are good for certain thing. For example, even a fertile land, don't think that in every land you can grow everything. For example, in the black soil you can only grow cotton and
Correct.
such a thing.
On this issue, coming back to this issue, in Anugraha you say this is a gender issue.
Yes.
If a woman stayed there, then
Yeah.
then it is good. But very funnily enough, if you see in the time of HDK, HD Kumaraswamy, his wife, who's a woman, also had some kind of a disturbance. She was not, really settled at night.
Yes,
So
even the disturbance is from the some other woman. I can say like that.
Okay.
But I really don't know their social life and other thing.
All right.
It might have been due to that. When we consider H.D. Kumaraswamy and his wife, both are put together, they will become one energy.
All right.
Because they are husband and wife. And in that condition, what I found in Anugraha is, at that time, we had more of the female energy. That is the Prakriti energy.
All right.
And we can modify that energy also, not necessarily that using some yantra, tantra, mantra, vidanas, we can increase that male energy and we can decrease that female energy. It is
Okay.
also possible.
Are we talking of the same thing? Because, there's energy coming from this light here.
Yes.
Energy comes out of sound. Now, the energy they are talking of is a personal, issue. It's a person. They almost are saying it's a ghost. And you're talking of energy. Are we talking of the same thing? I just want to put that in perspective.
See, when I say that one destination is the railway station, there are so many paths are there.
All right.
Anyone can go in any path.
All right.
And I won't be knowing what sort of path they are leading to that. I am only expert in this Vastu. I can speak only related to Vastu.
Okay. So you're not speaking of this ghost issue.
No, not at
You're
all.
not speaking of the ghost issue. So we'll come back to you.